Hi and welcome to Tori's Yoga. I wanted to do a little video just for the fundamentals of yoga that you can watch before we do any of the classes, just so that I don't have to keep going over them again and again in the classes. And that means that you'll have a bit more of a flow going on and that you don't have to listen to it again and again. So first and foremost, these are your practices. Yes, you're following along with me, but they are your practices. It's your body. We all have so many different things going on with each of our bodies. So the main thing is to listen to yourself, feel into your body. And if something doesn't feel right, then don't do it. Most of these classes are going to be for beginners. And obviously with the pregnancy as well, I'm not going to be able to be doing lots of advanced moves. So at least for the next year or so, I'm going to be focused on beginners yoga and pregnancy yoga. So really connecting in with yourself, with your heart, with your body. When you are moving, do things that feel good. If anything doesn't feel good, if you have any sharp pains, stop, come out of it, okay? Listen to you. If you have any injuries as well, be really aware of these injuries, you know, a knee or a hip or a bad back. Really listening to your edge, listening to what your body is telling you, because it's good to get things moving. Obviously, after, if it's a very bad injury, after the doctors have said it's okay to do exercise again, it's really good to get things moving, but you need to take it gentle. Smaller steps get you there quicker, surprisingly, than pushing yourself too much, because you can actually reverse the process if you like, and maybe even injure yourself again, or not give your body enough time to like stretch out, to feel what's going on, to allow your muscles and your joints to start to wake up. Okay, so number one is listen to yourself. Number two is whenever we're going into any asanas, any poses, you really want to make sure you're stacking your joints, and a lot of them, okay? So for instance, cat-cow, tabletop, you want to make sure that your shoulders and wrists are aligned and your knees and your hips are aligned. This is going to allow you to do a lot more with it, and you're taking care of your joints as well. When there's a lot of pressure going down on one place, you want to stack your joints. If you're here, try and do it yourself right now. You can feel it's a little bit weaker. Okay, so this is where your strength is, when you're stacking your joints. I will say that in the videos as well, to stack your joints, so that will be a reminder. When we are on our hands, to support your wrists, to make sure that not all of your weight is going in your wrists, you want to have what I call white fingers. So you're pushing into the mat with these fingers, almost like clawing at the mat, and you can feel it's, if you're not used to it, it will start to ache a little bit, but it's going to help you so much as well. Your hands, certainly when we go to more advanced poses and asanas with me or with anyone else, when you can get your hands activated, it's going to help you a huge amount. So start to practice this now with the more beginners sequences, really using your fingertips as well to distribute that weight, okay? So the other thing I will mention, and I'm going to use my yoga mat, but if you have a block, then you're more than welcome to use the block. But not everyone does, so I wanted to use the yoga mat just to show you what you can do without your blocks and things. So to have a really nice straight back, if you have lower back issues, or if your back is sore, or your tilt in your pelvis can be a bit tight, this is a lovely way to sit. So you want to roll your mat up. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. And when you've got a good sort of like maybe 2, maybe 3 inches, this is where you're going to sit on the mat. So your sit bones are right on the edge. So you're not sat on the mat directly. You know, this isn't really doing a lot. This is actually the same as sitting on the floor. You want to edge forward until you feel your sit bones just fall over that edge. This basically tilts your pelvis. It will allow you to have a straighter back much more easily. It elevates you up as well, so it's easier on your hips. So any seated poses that we do, always use this option if you would like to. Seated poses, butterfly pose, yeah, anything like that. Just listen to that body. And this is so much nicer because it's elevated, elongated your spine, and it's not, doesn't have that effort. I've always had these quite tight hips, so this really does support with that. And I'm just going to show you, can you see my back is very straight now. I mean, I've done so many years. I might be a bit different now, but the only problem is unraveling. But here you can easily have a bit more of a tilt back. And it's just a bit harder, especially if you have those hips, to sit up straight with a relaxed feeling, okay? So instead of having a block, you can always roll up your mat. The other thing is when we're on our knees a lot, you can use your mat, fold it over. This will give your knees more cushion, and you can come onto there. So it's a really good one if you do have sore knees and we're on our knees for a long time. Again, I will just mention you can do that in the video, but just so I don't have to go through it all, roll up your mat. Quite easy, I know. The other one, I'm going to come this way because of my my mat, is if you do have lots of wrist challenges, if they're very sore, you can actually do the same thing for your wrists. You can fold over your mat and you find that edge again. So your fingers are further down than your wrists are elevated up. And that also helps you use your fingers more. So a great one if your wrists are sore. Okay, so just a really short video just for a couple of fundamentals about yoga, definitely for the sequences I'm going to be sharing with you soon. Listening to your body, using these little tools I've shown you with your mat to support your body, stacking your joints, very important. And breath, we're going to go through a huge amount, but breath is going to be the main thing that we're going to use throughout our practices to support us through, especially in the challenging moments, okay? And I will keep reminding you of that. So I do hope you enjoy these yoga sequences, and I can't wait to share and practice with you.